Good evening, friends, and welcome back to Suzanne Elizabeth's Kitchen. This evening, we are going to be making cheese stuffed poblano peppers. And I don't know if you can see this mound of cheese that I just grated. And I think next to a good red wine, one of the things I love most in life is melted cheese. So let's get started. We're still with French Bordeaux's because they're fabulous. So here is a poblano pepper, and I roasted it, which is the simplest thing in the world. You just throw the pepper into a 400-degree oven, close the door, walk away, come back in 30 minutes, and then take the pepper out and put it into a bowl, cover the bowl with plastic wrap, let it sit on your counter, and the steam from the hot pepper, the temperature hot pepper, will loosen the skin. And that's what I'm doing now, is I'm just pulling the skin off, and you have to be kind of gentle because this crazy little pepper is kind of falling apart, to be quite honest. So you want to just be careful. There's Coco. Coco, Mommy's here. Mommy is right here, and she's not going anywhere. Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. Coco, you know, I think I've mentioned this before. I'm almost positive. Coco is my little 6-pound Yorkie, and I'm almost positive that she is vegetarian, because whenever I'm here cutting vegetables, she's walking around hoping I'm going to drop something. Now, I'm going to go on to the next stage of this. I'm going to stuff these poblano peppers, or chiles, and put them in this baking dish, surrounded by a gorgeous pool of tomato sauce. But we're going to make this tomato sauce, we're going to make sure that it's flavored nicely. And so what we're going to do is put these, just cutting, these are just Roma tomatoes, and I've got 4 of them, and I'm just cutting them roughly, and we're going to put them into the food processor and just let them process. Okay, there we go, there's another one, and let's see here, and this is our 4th one. Added to that is going to be 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to try something different. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. I'm going to add some spinach, and the reason for that is that yesterday I made a really gorgeous ribeye steak, and then at the last minute I remembered how much I love chimichurri sauce, which is a green sauce that goes so beautifully. It's basically, well, what I used, because I didn't have any basil, I used spinach, garlic, and olive oil. And so that was kind of my inspiration tonight. All right, I've got about a teaspoon of cumin to give it some nice flavor. I want some red pepper flakes, and I think some cilantro. I've got some dried cilantro. I really wish, I always forget to buy it when I go to the grocery store. Honestly, I think fresh, this is a good healthy pinch of red pepper flakes because I like hot. I always forget to buy fresh parsley and cilantro, and really that would just make all the difference in the world. So I'm going to just go ahead and start this and see how it blends. Whoops, first we have to plug it in. Now the other reason, of course, for adding spinach is that we're always looking for ways to add more vegetables into our family's meal. And what better way than this? So this is doing quite nicely, actually. It smells gorgeous. I'm going to add just a little teaspoon, little just a little, a teaspoon, maybe at most a tablespoon of olive oil. You don't want to add more than that because you don't want it to be, you don't want it to be, you need salt and pepper. You don't want it to be oily. That's what I'm trying to say. So, a nice big pinch of salt, and then pepper. Now, if you wanted to, and I'm trying to decide if I want to, but I don't think I need to. If you wanted to, this is definitely a green sauce. And if you didn't like that, what I would suggest is adding, throwing in another can of tomatoes. That is stunning. That is stunning, stunning, stunning. Okay, so watch this. All right, here's my little white pan. Here's my, as you can see, it really is. It's a gorgeous green color with flecks of tomatoes. So that's going to go in there. And I think you saw that I added about 2 handfuls of spinach and 4 Roma tomatoes. So here it is. I've just spread out the sauce in the bottom. Now I'm going to take my little Poblano pepper, which I took the skin off of, and I seeded it. That means I just took most of the seeds out because that's really where the heat is. So now you can see I'm just stuffing this with cheese and very gently laying it in the bottom of my pan. Now, I'm just doing 2 of these, but if you had, you know, a whole family, obviously, you could do 1 or 2 per person. And as you can see, that is just a crazy mound of cheese. But that's okay because I love cheese. So, and oh, the cheese that I'm using a Monterey Jack with jalapeno peppers. Now, as you can see, I mean, basically, I grated probably 6 ounces of cheese and stuffed it in there. You can also stuff it with cheese and black beans. Corn is another good thing to put it in there. If you wanted to, if you grab a rotisserie chicken on the way home, shred the chicken, mix that in there together. That would be wonderful. That way you're not just serving a mound of cheese, which, you know, is fine for me, but maybe not for you. And that's it. We're going to bake it in the oven for, so the oven's at 350. I'll probably bake it for 20 to 30 minutes because really the only thing that's going to cook is the cheese. I can't tell you how much. You really need to try this green sauce. Every other recipe usually calls for a tomato-based sauce. Just for the heck of it, I threw in the spinach because I had the spinach and I wanted to try to come up with a good use for it, something I haven't done before, and I think it's fabulous. So there you go. Chiles Rellenos, Poblano, cheese stuffed Poblano peppers, whatever you want to call it, in a magnificent tomato and spinach green sauce. This is a cheese lover's meal, but it's one that you don't have to feel too guilty about because we've got tomatoes and spinach in there. So, my darlings, oh, I forgot to tell you, this is one of my latest handmade aprons, and you can find my videos, my recipes, and my aprons at my new website, SuzanneElizabeths.com. All right, I'll see you again soon in Suzanne Elizabeth's kitchen. All the best. God bless, and enjoy eating with and cooking with your family and friends. Cheers.